All right, guys, well, I'm back today with one of my favorite Seiko GMT watches I've ever added to the collection. What we are looking at is the Seiko 5 Field Sports GMT, and it reminds me a lot of a Rolex Explorer or Tudor Black Bay Pro, and I believe it was designed with those intentions in mind. It really looks like one of those really nice field GMT watches from those other higher end brands. Now, this is the SSK023, and it has an MSRP of right around $450. To put it in price perspective, the Rolex Explorer 2 that looks very similar to this has an MSRP of right around $10,000 or $11,000, and the Tudor Black Bay Pro has an MSRP of right around $3,500 to $4,000. So this is really a good option if you're looking for that style, but you don't want to spend a ton of money. And Seikos are always on sale. You can always get a discount. You can always find them on clearance. In fact, I believe Amazon has this for about $350. Your local Seiko AD might be able to offer 20% off. There's always different options. My cameraman on the main channel actually just picked up a Seiko 5. More of a dive watch style version. I think he got 30% off for the Black Friday special, so you can always find a good deal. Now, with that being said, this is not just an homage to one of those higher end watches. It truly is a standalone piece in Seiko's collection with a very functional GMT movement, a really nice fit and finish, and a very usable dial. I love the fact that you can get all of this, especially sub $400 when you find them on sale. Now, this is a really nice 24-hour GMT movement, and it doesn't just track day or night. You can set the GMT hand independently of the hour hand, but the GMT hand does run on a 24-hour scale, so you can track a second time zone. You can just put it on the exact same time and track day and night features if you want to do that, if you're one of those crazy spelunkers or cave explorers that Seiko are that Rolex originally designed the GMT Master 2 for. How about this is a true GMT hand, which is incredibly nice to track a second time zone, especially with all the upcoming holidays and traveling coming up. I also work with a lot of guys out of California or on the West Coast, so it's nice to track a second time zone, or even if you wanted to track a second time zone, if you're talking about somebody halfway across the world. It's just very convenient. Now, the overall fit and finish on this is absolutely spectacular. You do have a display case back, and that actually shows that caliber 4R34 movement, which I love that Seiko has released that. Now, actually, I still have the sticker on the back of this, and honestly didn't realize I've been wearing this watch for a few months now and haven't pulled off that back sticker. Might be nice to do that on camera if we can get it off. There we go. So you can see that really nice movement. Love the display case back on this. Now, this is not a screw-down crown, but that's not that big of a deal for me. This is generally going to be a field watch. You've got a water resistance of 10 bar. This is not going to be a dive watch for me, but it's perfectly capable of getting in the pool if you wanted to jump in or swim with, so great there. You do manual wind this movement, but it is also, as you can see, a automatically winding movement on the back, and it does have a pretty decent hour power reserve. I mean, not the greatest in the world, but we are talking about a GMT movement. This one is 41-hour power reserve. The case dimensions are going to be as follows. You've got a thickness of 13.6 millimeters, which is not the thinnest in the world, but pretty darn good for a GMT movement, and you don't feel that thickness on your wrist at all. You've got a diameter of right at about 39.4, which is a sweet spot for a field watch, especially when you're talking about the bezel being so thin. It's a non-rotating fixed 24-hour GMT bezel, so that allows the field of the watch to be a little bit larger compared to the bezel, and it looks a little bit larger than a 40 millimeter watch on wrist, but it doesn't wear like a larger watch. So that's a really nice kind of combo right there. You also have a lug to lug of 47.9, and then a lug width for those straps or bands of right around 20. So for me, that 20 millimeter lug width is going to be great to swap out a wide variety of straps. And this does come with a decent bracelet. I actually swap out a lot of the bracelets on my field watches. I just feel like they fit better on like a canvas or rubberized strap. And this one is a combo strap that I picked up on Amazon. I'll try to link it in the description below, but it's got a ton of what I call micro adjusts inside the band itself. I know that term is generally designed for micro adjust on bracelets, but I like to use it when they closely space out the little holes for the keeper on the other side, and the keepers on this band are really nice. So I threw that on with those quick straps, but this would also look really good on a NATO or a double loop kind of hook and loop strap. I think this would be really good. The crystal is going to be a curved hardlex, so you get like that domed look on there, which I love the way the light plays with that dome, the way it kind of works out. And then you also have lume bright on the hands and indices. So decent lume on this watch, not the lume monster that you would see on other dive watches, but perfectly acceptable for this field watch. In summary, if you were looking for a watch like this, a field watch, or you were trying to grab the Rolex Explorer 2, or maybe the Tudor Black Bay Pro, something like this is going to be a great alternative while you're saving up to see if you like the looks and designs. Now, I've been looking at this watch for a while, and I just was looking for the white face. That's not available in America. You'd have to eBay the white face version, and that's the one I wanted, until I saw the black face in person, or the black dial in person, and man, I absolutely fell in love with it. So if you've never seen one of the black dials in person, run to your local AD and check it out. I hope this camera does it justice so you guys can see, but it just feels comfortable. It looks good. Right at about my 7-inch wrist. It just fills up nicely. Great presence. Great legibility, and I love the fact that you can get that a 4R32 or 4R34 movement with that true GMT movement. Love this watch. I think you will too. All the information linking will be in the description below. Let me know your thoughts. Would you ever consider grabbing this? Are you more of waiting to save for the big boy of the Rolex or the Tudor? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.